On November 2, 2024, singer Jada Thomas was shot while signing autographs at a show. Jada Arnell Thomas began singing at the age of 3 in Dallas, Texas. She has training in different genres of music including R&B, gospel, jazz, musical theater, and classical. Jada was casted in her first musical in her senior year of high school. She attended the Booker T. Washington High School for the Performing and Visual Arts. After that, she relocated to Los Angeles, where she attended the American Musical and Dramatic Academy's BFA Musical Theater program. While she was at AMDA, she was cast in several shows, including Ida, Ghost, the musical, and in her senior year, she was cast as Reno Sweeney in IMDA's production of Anything Goes. Jada released her first single, Boy Bye, in 2019, as well as her first music video for the same song. Jada graduated with honors in May of 2020. She started performing throughout Dallas and other cities at a young age, but really got her start at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters and was a part of YGBA, Young Gifted and Black Artists. Jada has about 21,000 followers on her Facebook page and lives in DeSoto, Texas. One day before the shooting, Jada made a Facebook post inviting her fans to the remaining performances of her show, The Bitches, which she performs with 2 other women, Kay Woods and Lucky Azariah. These 3 women from different backgrounds open their hearts, revealing unfeigned and tender moments of their experiences in a society that's not always in their favor. On November 2, 2024, officers responded to a 911 call of shots that was fired at a show. 26-year-old Jada was signing autographs after the show with the Black Academy of Arts and Letters in downtown Dallas when someone in the audience shot her. The officers responded to the scene at around 5:50 p.m., where they found Jada with a gunshot wound to the chest. The shooter allegedly fled the building after the shooting, and TBAL staff and the police chased her into a nearby high-end hotel where she was arrested. The suspect in the shooting was identified as 26-year-old Micah Williams. Jada was taken to a local hospital and was reported to be in stable condition. Micah was charged with aggravated assault with a fatal weapon. A witness described Micah as really robotic and off, and that the suspect confessed to shooting Jada. Curtis King, the founder and director of TBAL, recalled that night, saying, "It was a packed house. People were in line getting autographs, and we heard this shot. It was unreal. It was like everything was in slow motion." Curtis said that he visited Jada in the hospital on the 4th, after she had surgery. He said that she is progressing and that she is resilient, strong, and a fighter. Curtis said some of his other mentees claimed Micah and Jada knew each other in 5th grade, as they allegedly attended the Arts Center at the same time. The police said in a statement that they recovered a handgun in Micah's purse, and that the investigation remains ongoing. Micah is being held in Dallas County Jail on $22,000 bond. It is unclear if she has entered a plea or retained an attorney to speak on her behalf. The show had one more performance scheduled for 8:15 p.m. on the day that Jada was shot. Jada has not posted on Facebook since the incident. On November 10, 2024, there was a shooting at the Tuskegee University in Alabama. Tuskegee University is a private historically black land-grant university in Tuskegee, Alabama, that was founded on July 4, 1881. Tuskegee University offers 43 bachelor degree programs, including a 5-year accredited professional degree program in architecture, 17 master's degree programs, and 5 doctoral degree programs, including the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. Tuskegee is home to nearly 3,000 students from around the U.S. and over 30 countries. On November 10, 2024, people were gathered in the parking lot for the school's annual block party, which marks the final large gathering of homecoming weekend. There were a record of 47,000 attendees at the football game just hours earlier on campus, and hundreds, including children, remained on campus dancing to music from car speakers and enjoying drinks late into the night. At around midnight, a small fight broke out between a few people, which led to some people running away to safety. Once the fight ended and everything calmed down, the party continued, and even more people joined in on the celebrations. But about an hour later, the sound of gunfire erupted. Kiera Talley, a junior at Alabama State University, was at the party with friends to celebrate the historically black college's centennial homecoming celebration when, she said, chaos erupted. She hid in her car, fearing for her life, when she heard the gunshots. One of her friends, who goes by Tony P., was shot twice and remains in the hospital. Kiera estimates the gunfire lasted for at least 8 minutes before she saw the first officer on the scene. Another 15 to 20 minutes passed until she saw additional officers. Kiera said the steady stream of gunfire made the minutes feel like an eternity. She said, "Seeing and hearing how close they were was very traumatic, especially because it was shooters everywhere." Kiera said, "It was people shooting back at each other, whether it was in the crowd, outside of the crowd, inside of a dormitory, people were shooting." She said that the shooters had heavy ARs and guns with switches, a small device that turns a semi-automatic gun into a fully automatic firearm. She added, "This wasn't one person. I'll describe it as a massacre." The victims of the shooting were taken to the closest hospitals, which were more than 25 miles away. East Alabama Medical Center in Opelika, Alabama, is a 30-minute drive from the campus, and Baptist Medical Center, south in Montgomery, is nearly an hour away. Kiera's friend Tony went to Baptist Medical Center. Tuskegee freshman, 19-year-old Joaquin Creighton Jr. believes the university holds some liability for the shooting and its aftermath. At the time of the shooting, Joaquin was on the outskirts of the party. When he heard the gunfire, he took off running toward his residence hall, Banneker Hall. He said he ran there for safety only to learn that a gunman was searching the dormitory's hallways for someone. Joaquin said members of the student body and the school president held a virtual town hall on the 11th to discuss the shooting, but he said it got nowhere, with students consistently being muted after trying to speak up about their safety concerns. Joaquin said that he believes the university has not been forthcoming with information about the number of injured victims and its shortcomings in regard to student safety last weekend. Though the block party event may have been unsanctioned, he said, it happens every year, and given the school's centennial celebration, he believes school leadership should have been more prepared. According to the local police, one person was fatally shot in the ordeal, and at least 16 others were injured, including a dozen with gunshot wounds. The person that was fatally shot was 18-year-old Latavion Johnson. He was not a student at Tuskegee. Video footage that is circulating on social media show what appears to be a portion of the gunfire, as dozens of people ran behind cars to take cover. Some were attempting to sprint to safety, and others jumping to the ground. The beginning of the first shooting video captured what sounded like one shot after another initially, until seconds later there was a steady stream of gunfire that appeared to come from multiple guns, lasting several minutes. Classes were canceled for students on Monday and Tuesday, and grief counselors were provided to everyone that has been affected by this massive tragedy. In a news conference on the 11th, Tuskegee University, President and CEO Mark Brown said the school community is heartbroken by what happened, adding that though the block party was an unsanctioned event, the school takes full responsibility. He noted that moving forward, the university would be closed to anyone who was not a student, faculty, or staff member. The officer that was first at the scene heard the gunfire immediately, but wasn't able to drive his patrol car through a parking lot because it was so jammed with people and cars. Officer Alan Ashley then left his car and ran toward the gunfire, where he soon found the young man that lost his life in the tragic incident. Ashley then saw Jaquez Myrick, armed with a Glock pistol, and took him into custody. The city officer also gave the gun to a special agent, who said that during a field examination, he found the pistol to function as a machine gun. After the police arrested 25-year-old Jaquez Myrick of Montgomery, he was charged with possession of a machine gun. It was not clear if he was a student. He was taken into custody while attempting to leave the scene, however. The agency did not say whether he is a suspect in the shooting. He remains in Montgomery County Jail under U.S. Marshal's custody. It's not clear if he has an attorney. Jaquez told the agents he had come from his home in Montgomery to the Tuskegee campus looking for a party and was with some friends when the shooting started. He said he purchased the Glock from a pawn shop in Tampa, Florida, and then purchased a machine gun conversion device from a seller he met through the online site Discord. Jaquez said that he had the package delivered to a vacant residence and installed the device on his pistol. He allegedly told federal agents that he had fired his gun, but he denied shooting at anyone. No additional information is provided at this time. The FBI has also joined the shooting investigation and has asked the public for tips and has set up a website to accept videos and images about the incident.